Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's your boy JB. I'm here for another edition of Chalk Talk with his name, Craig Vernon Hunter, the dual threat coach, track and field, football, heck, volleyball a little bit. Hey coach, um, you guys are 2-2. You're hosting Hedgesville High School, who's 3-2. You're sitting at 1-1 in the EPAC. What is your message to the kids going into this week on such a big game that you have an EPAC opponent?
Just to make sure we get back to playing Jefferson High football. Don't let that loss last week affect us and drag us into this week. So we come into this week kind of sleepwalking. Shake it off, let it go, get yourselves back together, pull yourselves back together, and let's get our eyes focused on what we're trying to focus on.
Offensively, you guys kind of sputtered last week. It's not who you guys are. You're averaging 26.5 points a game. What's your message to the offense to give them, say, some confidence of who they really are offensively going into this week's game?
Um, you know, um, you watch when you play against a Martinsburg. Um, sometimes sometimes you can't. Um, I mean, I guess you want to score the points, but when you look at a certain situation and 14 points might be the most points that have scored against them all year so far. You don't want that to happen. You wish you could have scored more. Wish you could have been in the game more. But we like I said, the offense sputtered a little bit. They're a great defense. We just got to push and move forward and get the kinks ironed out that we had from Martinsburg and get them ironed up this week and make sure that those flaws don't turn up this week against Hedgesville.
Coach, I want to just talk a little bit about a dark horse. Who's somebody that people may not know that much about that's going to tune in and see you guys that could make a big play, be a game changer in this week's game?
Uh, Maybe somebody nobody really knows about could possibly Demarius Wallace. Nobody really knows about him. He can make a big play, or Caleb Shelton, who had some big catches against Martinsburg last week. Um, those two guys could probably come up and make some big plays this week in the passing game. Guys that nobody knows about.
Um, Offensively, your quarterback has been playing well all season. What are you most impressed with about his progression through the season?
That he comes back, and even though there might be a day or a game or a day that wasn't really the greatest, he's eager to learn. Um, he's eager to learn. He wants to learn more. He's trying to soak up everything I give him to make sure he does the best job he can do out there.
Um, I want to talk a little bit about your defense. Make no mistake, you guys are giving up 32.5 points a game. But you have a tough schedule. Is there anything that you see that you want to guys to continue to grow on that you've been seeing throughout the year?
Um, I think a little bit that could be. I think that the points per game could be skewed a little bit. I mean, I feel like so far we've been playing our toughest part of our schedule. Um, we still got a couple teams in the EPAC that are gonna be tough, but for the most part, I thought we started off with four really hard opponents and another EPAC opponent coming in this week. So, I mean, that can be skewed a little bit. So I think the first three games have been 20 points or less. So 28 was 35 against Rando, but that was 28 at the end of the game in regulation, 19 against Spring Mills, and then 20 against Spring Valley. So then Martinsburg was explosion of points last week. So I think some of it could be missed, some of it could be skewed when you look at that points per game based on how we go. I mean, we know we got to get better some things defensively, we get better some things offensively. That's practice for. So that's what we're going to do this week is hopefully get better at that and hopefully control the points going in this week.
Coach, before I'll let you go, make no mistake about it. This is a huge game for you. As I said before, you're sitting at 2-2. You're 14th ranked in the state with 8.7 points a game. I mean, 7 points in the rankings. Have you talked to the kids about how important this game is as far as in taking momentum into the second half of the season?
Yes, I mean we discussed that all this week, even right after the Martinsburg game, just discussing that that one game does not make or break our season. We need to get our eyes focused back on the prize, which is, winning games, getting back in the playoffs, and trying to get past the second round. So that's what we're trying to do.
Coach, here at Home Team Sports, we love to broadcast you guys each and every week. As we say all the time, we want to see our kids succeed both on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in to Home Team Sports Friday night, 7:00, Cougar Stadium, the Jefferson Cougar versus your Hedgesville Eagles. Coach, we just wish that you guys have a healthy game and everybody comes out healthy and ready to continue on your season. And good luck Friday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.